Hello everyone, welcome to Chirag SQL Server DBA tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn how to configure database log shipping in SQL Server in single server with two SQL Server instance. Later on video, we can see we have two servers and we will do the log shipping. But now we have only one server. Just assume that my system is a server, and here let me arrange this. And here I am running the two instances, and there I'll just do the log shipping configuration. So SQL Server log shipping configuration is disaster recovery solution for the SQL Server databases. Okay, so this is configurable and at the database level, and it will schedule the interval. Means so whatever the interval you will schedule, and log will ship from one primary server to secondary server, and it will restore automatically. So there is a two servers. If assume that one server is goes down, then we can get the data from second server. So this is the good solution for SQL Server disaster recovery. Okay. So there is a too many steps are there. So I'll go one by one, and let me open the SQL Server Management Studio. I'm going to open two SQL Server Management Studio, and I will open the both the instance. I'll show you. So here I'm going to open my primary instance. This is my primary DB. Here you can see the name primary DB, and one more I'm going to open. And here I'll give the name. I'll choose the secondary DB, and so two server instances running. Left side, this is a primary DB, this is secondary DB. Let me go to the starting. Just assume that we don't have any databases. I'll go one by step, and I will just configure the log shipping for the both the servers. So this is a primary DB, this is my secondary DB. Both the DB are running in the SQL 2022. So 16.0 SQL version, and here I'll just right click and create the database. Let me create log log shipping DB. I'm creating the log shipping DB, and you can give the name as per your requirement. And here options, the recovery model should be full, because we need the full recovery model. If the database is not recovery model full or simple, then we have to move to the full or background. Okay. So now I'm going to create this. So database is created. Now let me create one table. Right click on table, go to the new table. In the command line also you can create the table user underscore id. I'm giving the time int, then user name and varchar. I'm creating this one as a primary key. I'm just creating this one auto increment also. So go to the identity specification, has changed into the yes. Okay, control s, then I'm giving the name for the table is users. So my database user table is created. Let me select this. We don't have any data now, so in log shipping we'll test this one. So my database is created and one table is created. Now I need the backup of the database and transaction backup of the database. Let me create one folder for the log shipping backup and recovery backup. So let me go to the right click on that. I'm creating one folder. I'm giving name log ship log ship backup. Okay, and one more folder I'm going to create, log ship receiver. Okay, So I'm creating two folder. One is log ship backup and second is log ship receiver. Here I will just create the backup from the transaction log backup from the primary DB, and it will move. I will move this backup to the log ship back receiver to back in this folder, and from here I'll just restore that. So this is the automated process, or automatically it will generate the transaction log, and it will just copy the transaction log from means log shipping process. There it will copy the transaction log from the this folder to receiver folder. Okay, so now let me share this folder log ship backup. Right click on that, go to the more option, here properties, sharing, go to the advanced sharing, share this folder, apply, okay, just take this path. Just keep this path, okay? Then close, and second folder is this. So I'm keep this folder path also, the directory path, share network path is there, and this path also we need for the log shipping. So copy this one, just keep this. So both the path. Now I'm going to create the backup first. So log shipping DB backup. right click on that, go to the task and create backup. So go to the here I need the full backup, so just select full, go to the add, just select the path. So we have in D drive we have the backup path. So from here, or you can use from both the anywhere you can keep the backup, because the servers is running in the only one server and instance is two instances are running. So I'm going to give the here I'm just going to keep, so giving the name log shipping db.bak. So backup file.bak, select okay, and then okay. So backup is created successfully. Now we need the transactional backup. So right click on that, do the same thing, task and backup, and here just remove this one, add, go to the same folder. I'm going to keep the same folder, receiver, here just give the transaction trn, okay, here just change that backup type is equal to transaction log. So create okay. So backup of the database created successfully. Now let me check with the folder, two backup are created successfully. Okay, so this is the backup full file, this is the transactional backup. Okay. Now I'm going to restore in the database 2 with the no recovery mode. Means whatever the log will be generated from the server 1, it will automatically shift to the server 2, and it will automatically restore. So in this process our database should be in restoring mode. You can use the this one. Okay, let me restore first. So restore database, device, select, go to the path, select the database, receiver, here is a backup, select okay, database name is same. Let me check with the files. So what is the path is taking? So this is copying from the original name is primary path and secondary is primary path. So it won't be work, because same path one file cannot be in same name. So I'm going to move to the secondary. So let me check the secondary path. So I'm copying this one because this is running in the same server, so not a problem. This is my secondary folder name. So copy this one, because inside that there is a MS SQL, there is a data, and file will be created inside this folder. So here instead of primary I'm going to change this one secondary. If your system automatically taking the path of the different path from the original path, then no need to change with that. So I'm just checking this one, and here go to the option, here just change restore with no recovery, because leave the database non-operational and do not roll back uncommitted transaction. Additional transaction logs can be restored, because the transaction log will come and it will automatically restore. That's why I'm just keeping the no recovery mode. So click on OK. So database restores successfully. See the database that is in restoring mode. Now right click on that, transaction backup is also there. So go to the task and there is a restore transaction log. Here from device select this one, add, and there is a option receiver. Here there is trn file. So select this one and click OK. And go to the option. Here we have option with recovery, no recovery, and standby. We can use the standby option also, but whenever the database will be restored, the transaction log we will be disconnected. User will be disconnected from the database. So better to go with the no recovery. Okay. Click on OK. Database restored successfully. Now still this is recovery mode. Always it will show the restoring mode. Here now I am going to configure the SQL Server log shipping. First let me delete this one. Give me a second. Okay, so we deleted the alt file. Now both the folder is empty now. Okay. So one folder is this, second folder I'm going to create, open the new window. This folder is empty, this folder also empty. Okay, so this is a log backup folder, this one is receiver folder. Let me arrange this. So now I'm going to configure the log shipping. So right click on the database, which one you want to go for the log shipping. Before that you have to go to the properties and check this should be in recovery mode, should be full. Okay, then only the log will be generated. So this is okay. Now go to the right click on that, go to the properties and go to the transaction log shipping. Click on that. There is one option enable as a primary database in the log shipping configuration. This is my primary database. I'm just selecting whatever the database, this will be the primary database. So here I'm just clicking the enable. There is a option transaction log backup. So there's a backup setting is there. Here I need the network path. So just now we got the network path. Just click on that. Just copy this, and we need the folder path. So this is my folder path. Just copy that and put this. Okay, and here you must grant read write permissions of folder, because I'm running with the same instance, running just login with the means administrator, same user, so we don't have to think about the read write permission. If you are working with the AD, then Active Directory and other user domain related, then you have to go through the process. Later on project we will do, just go through that. So here no need to worry about that. So now here I'm going to select delete file older than 72 hours. As per your company retention policy, you can change your older file whenever the file will be deleted. Means every time it will create the file, and after how many times you are going to delete the file. And there is alert if no backups occur within 1 hour. If the database transaction log backup is not created with up to 1 hour, then automatically it will give you the alert message. You can connect this one with the mail also, DB mail also, that is also easy. Here is the 3 options are there: hours, minute and days. 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 60 minutes, as per your requirement you can change the value. So now I'm not going to change. Here job name you want to change, then change the ls log shipping backup DB. This is the name of the database, so no need to change. And if you want to change the schedule, there is already 15 minutes schedule is there. If you want to change, then go to the go to the schedule, and here you can just give you as per your requirement, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm giving the 5 minutes for testing. So every 5 minutes it will just generate the log. So this is changed to 15 to 5 minutes. Here compression, the backup compression. The backup compression, if you are giving your backup size is large, then just use the compression, backup compress backup. It will take less time to backup, but don't think that sorry, it won't take the less time to backup. It will take the same time to backup, only the file size will be compressed. Means there is some size with the, means small size with the file. So for that we can use, but it won't take restore time is also less, so it will take the default time. Okay, so don't worry about that, this simple configuration is there. So so sorry. So compress backup, then click on OK. Now there is a secondary server instance and database. So I'm going to add my second instance. This is my second instance, secondary DB. So second instance as a secondary database. So click on add. There is a secondary server instance. I'm going to connect. This is a primary. I'm going to connect to the secondary database. If you have a doubt, then just you can select from here also. Here, just get the name, and same name I'm going to give here, and my username, and I'm giving the password, and click on connect. Now already we have installed configured the database. If you have not configured, why configuration is needed? Because database size is not small, just like I'm just going for the testing. This database size always it will be huge, means bigger size. Okay, so don't go means don't use this process. You can go through the restoring process, then all the file path and log path you have to give, and you can restore the database. And you have to restore the primary database and secondary database. So automatically it will create the database from the primary, and automatically it will just do into the secondary, and it will configure. But we already did with the manual process, so no need to secondary database initialize, automatically it will take. Next, copy files. So copy files, where is the folder? Where is the folder from copy? So this is the my source folder, and this is my destination folder. So from source to this is my destination. Here file will be copied, and delete copied file after 72 hours. At primary configuration we have seen the 72 hours, here which is also 72 hours. As per your requirement you can change, that's not an issue. And how much, this is the name for the job, for the particular job, primary DB. It will create in the secondary DB. And this one, how much time it will take, how much time after how many much time it will run. So scheduling job, so go to the schedule. Here also I'm going to change the 5 minutes. Click on OK. Go to the okay. One more thing, the restore transaction log. So go to this tab. Here I'm using the no recovery mode. If you are using the standby mode, disconnect user in the database when the restoring backup. Whenever the backup will be restored, then it will give you the disconnect the all the user from the database. So better to use no recovery mode. And here the time schedule when it will restore every, I mean there also I'm giving the 5 minutes. Click on OK. Click on yes. Now this one also configured. If you want to generate the entire script, then you can select any one of that, and it will generate the full of your script. So if you want to generate the file, then you can create a file. Let me generate the file. Here I'm going to, for the testing purpose, I'm just going to generate the file script. Okay, script.sql. Now let me click on okay. Anything missing? No. Let me click. If I'll get error, then I'll go back. So my configuration is succeeded. Now you can go to the your jobs. You can able to see there is a 2 jobs are created in secondary database there is a 3 jobs is created. So ls means log shipping alert job is created, and log shipping this one backup job is created. Here log shipping alert, log shipping copy, and log shipping restore. Automatically whatever changes you will do, automatically restore the secondary database. Now let me open the folder. So first I am going to open the this one. So one backup is generated in 1345. I'm going to generate one more. Just assume that. Just right click on that backup, start job at steps, whatever the step. So see, second is created. Now this folder have two files. Now receiver we don't have any files. This is the our script file. Meanwhile, let me go through the script. You can open and you can see all the configuration. Whatever we did the configuration, this is coming the log shipping automatic generated. So you can run this one script into your primary and secondary. Automatically it will create the log shipping configuration. So close this one. Let wait for the 5 minutes. It will generate, or better to just do the manually for the testing purpose. So this folder is empty now. I'm going to delete the script for the time being. Here I'm just clicking on the copy job, right click, and I'm starting this job. So started. Both the files are copied automatically. So both the things are succeeded. So close. Now I'm going to restore the database. So right click on that and start job at. So succeeded means whatever the data is inserted in there, in every 5 minutes it will generate the log and it will ship the log to the secondary server, and the secondary server within 5 minutes, in every 5 minutes it will just restore the database. So if assume that this primary server in primary database in one server and secondary database in another server. So if primary database primary server goes down in any case, or so secondary database we have a disaster recovery. So this is the step, simple steps are there. So automatically we can generate this. And now for the testing purpose I'm going to do that. So in table I'm going to insert one data for the testing. So I'm just putting Chirag's tutorial to data, and now I'm going to generate one more log, and I will just check with the secondary database. So here right click on that, start job. So log is created, succeeded. Now I'm going to copy the data to my this folder. So data is copied. Now I'm going to restore the database. So all the parts are completed. This all the steps will be automated. So this is completed. Let me check with any other things have left there. Okay, already we did the testing, so I will provide you the documentation also. This is quite easy. Okay, now we can check the history. So go to the backup and go to the view history. So here you can check 3 times it did backup, 3 files are there, you can check. Log receiver also 3 files, and backup also 3 files. So 3 history are there. So similarly we can check into the secondary server. In copy job you can go to the view history. So there is a 3, you can expand this one, you will get the whatever the job is running, the job was invoked by SA user, job succeeded, everything will be there. So similarly, we can see the restore also, the everything is succeeded. So we don't have any error with that one. So this is the process. We can just do the configuration of log shipping. And now the data is transferred from the head to this database. How will test? So simply we can check with the one thing. So log shipping, this one, okay, it won't come. So we can check with the query also. And secondary, we can just remove the log shipping and we can check the data. So this will, data is restoring mode. If we'll change this one mode to the standby or online, then recovery mode, then we can check the data. So this is the process for the log shipping. So this is a simple process. In this process, we have learned how to configure database log shipping in SQL Server in single server. My system is single server with the 2 SQL Server instance. So SQL configuration manager, here I will going to show you the, this is my primary server, this is my secondary server. 2 SQL Server instances are running continuously. So hope this will help. Thank you for watching.